Hello everybody, it's me, Qorbane, coming through with a video for today. And I figured since it's out, we might as well go ahead and talk about that white elephant in the room and discuss the new Mastercraft Sharndar. Um, if you haven't got it yet or had a chance to look at it. It's not too bad. I don't really think it's anything you should really strive to go get unless you're just bored and you already have your crafting classes all the way up to master, and you already have your Sharndar stuff all taken care of. Going out of your way to get it now is, I don't know. I wasn't too impressed with all the stuff that we got. I'd really rather the game allowed us to craft more and better things. If this was what their idea of making crafting worthwhile, they kind of failed. But that's neither here nor there, and it's all my opinion. So I'm going to go over some of the stuff that I thought was pretty good in the new crafting. So let's take this journey together. So I'm going to start off with the Alchemy here in the Mastercraft. And the potions we have available to us are the power, deflect, defense, critical strike, and accuracy. This other stuff up here is just kind of meh. It's for commissions and other things. And then the other stuff down here is for crafting purposes and helping you craft better. Now, as you can see on these potions, I'll show you, they increase 4,500 for 3,600 seconds, and it persists through death. Now, the reason why these numbers are so much higher is because in order to get anything to work nowadays, with your item level being so high, the potions have to give more. They're completely pointless. But the materials used to craft it are ridiculous. And you see on there some of the stuff that you have to get. The Weeping Willow tears, it takes 12 of them, and I don't know, if you all haven't done this yet and tried to do the Sharndar maps to find the items, you have to use guild marks in order to buy maps. Use the maps to go into a zone, and then you get to use the map to harvest 5 nodes, and the nodes have a few different items that area has. So not every one of the nodes will have a Weeping Willow tears, and as you see, it takes 12 of them to make 12 potions of defense. So they last a long time, and they're high level numbers. Really, unless you're just desperate for the points, they're really not that great. But, things change. They might become really good. I don't foresee them being very good, and I kind of wish they would have had a healing potion here that did a lot more healing. If health stones being the thing for heals, being that they max out your health whenever you chew one, it's kind of hard to compete. But accuracy, no combat advantage, and no crit severity, but I don't think that really matters too much. But they did hit the power one, which the power one might see some use. So also would have liked to seen a new flask of potency, but we didn't get one. So it's either here or there. On the blacksmithing part, this is of course where we have most of our stuff. We have a lot of our new armors, and these armors are, well, they're not great at all. The one that's actually worthwhile, if one of them was going to be picked as being one that has a potential future, it's this one right here. It's the Heavy Feywood Barbet. And it's because this will make really good for the fighter, paladin, and tank. As you can see, it's when your health is 50% or more, your awareness is increased by 7,500. But when your health is below 50%, it increases your stamina regeneration by 7.5%. This is a really, really good tank helmet. I've looked through some of the other helmets that are available, unless you're and wear one of the Chult ones that deal damage after you use an encounter power or a daily power according to how much health you have. Those are pretty much what's used by most tanks nowadays. But if you're looking for a purely defensive build helmet, this one's probably best in slot. It's really, really good, and those numbers back it up as being really, really good. In artifacts, I don't recall anything that really out of the water. There's, of course, your icons and stuff that are used for your Mastercraft weapon sets for Mastercraft, for the new Mastercraft system, Mastercrafted weapon system, I'm sorry. But they are the exact same as the Chultian Mastercraft weapons in what they give. 2% to either damage or healing or incoming damage. And it's all based on how many people you have in your group and so on and so forth. If you know anything about the Chult Mastercrafts, you know all about these. And yes, they have the modifications, but it's all about if you want a couple hundred item level. Really, that's it. It's not a big dramatic difference. If it would have been a dramatic difference, I think it would have been a thorough welcoming, but it's a couple hundred points, and quite frankly, it's not yippee. I mean, don't turn them down if you can, but the Chultian ones are easier to produce and easier to obtain. Blacksmithing, take a look. Weapons, yet again, same thing, the Mastercraft weapon system. Now, I will say that if you can get your hands on the crafting items, the ones that improve your ability to craft stuff, as you can see, they have pretty good numbers. If I could get one to show it up, apparently I can't. There it goes. You can see, like this one, it 550 boost as opposed to the one that you use for the Forge. It's 500, and these are 550, so they are 50 points better, and they're not too hard to make. So I give these a big bravo, and these will help any crafter with their crafting skills if you can pick these up or make them, or I'd suggest trying to buy them myself if you can find them on the auction house and you're making your regular crafting stuff. These are actually really good. The new crafting items are really good for crafting. Ring-wise, this is the only one I saw as far as jewelry that really got me excited. I want to make a couple of these because I think these would be great for healers. As you can see, when you damage or heal for more than 50% of your max hit points, you gain 1% crit severity for 10 seconds. I guess it'd work for anybody that's DPS, but that's pretty good as far as a 1550 ring. So DPS could use it to help with their crit severity bonuses. Healers can use it because it helps with getting the crit severity up. Anybody can use it. This is pretty good. This is a pretty good ring right here. The other rings I didn't think were very good. Oh, the one that I saw. Your current hit points and healing up to a max of 5%. I just wish I knew what that actually meant. But it does give outgoing healing. It does give crit strike. It's a high item level. It increases your outgoing healing by percentages. So if you're having a hard time getting your outgoing healing percentages up, that's pretty good. Pretty good to make. So this one and this one are two really good rings. This one does something to do with your daily.
This is an altar to Qorbane, the Archheart, patron god of arcane magic and the Fae.
6% damage increase for 10 seconds after you use your daily. if you have a character that uses your daily an awful lot, I guess that's pretty good. 6% damage, 6% damage increase. And this one is, I have no idea. I kind of felt like this one was completely useless, I guess, for a tank maybe. Just because it increases your incoming healing. And that's about all I could think of. I think that's pretty much just the most useless ring. The leatherworking, I'm pretty sure I didn't see anything. Maybe a hood. Was it this hood? Just for raising your number. One of them that was pretty good. I didn't really see anything to blow me out of the water on any of them. A lot of them are just based around increasing your numbers if you meet certain conditions, which is what I hate. I hate that meet condition or else. And I didn't care much for this. This is your 2-piece artifact set that you can get if you have the neck piece and the back piece. It has when you use an encounter power, you gain a stack of Alacity, or I know that word. I just cannot pronounce it because my brain's shutting off right now. Anyway, I'll remember it once I'm done. And just be saying it, but I can't remember right now. Granting 1% accuracy and 5% movement speed, stacks up to 3 times. So you get a whopping 3% accuracy and a whopping 15% movement speed. Yay! Yay! I guess for a rogue or a bard who is constantly using your encounter powers and spamming them out pretty fast, I guess that's pretty good. I guess. I think I'd rather use the Demigorgon set myself, or the Mythalar set, but, you know, to each their own. So that was pretty much all the Mastercraft stuff. I didn't really feel like it was really worth my while, but since I have all the other Mastercraft, I had to go ahead and buy it all. So I got it all set up. Now, one of the things I did see that I thought was fun, if you're a Mastercrafter and you just want to waste some time doing some stuff, see if I can get in here without too many people talking to me. This guy.
A confident approach and a sure hand. That's what
You're exchanging for favors. You can exchange your favors in by doing those commission works to get these, which if you notice, they're better than the 550s that you can craft. These are 575s. Now they have recycle, which isn't the one I'd want. I'd rather have deft hands. But if you're just trying to get them, these aren't too bad. If you could go without deft hands. The shining barkskin illusion, for 25,000. So these were kind of fun. I thought if you were just had an overabundance of materials and wanted to craft stuff and turn them in to get your points, then that would be a way to do it. But yet again, it's an overabundance of the materials gathered from the maps and then turned in to make that. Plus, you have to have a whole bunch of material that is only available in Vault of Stars. Which, if you're doing Vault of Stars already, you're getting better rings than what you can craft, and pretty much better everything. So, at the end of the day, I feel that the only thing worthwhile out of that crafting was that helmet, and the Mastercraft weapons are nice. But I really didn't see anything else in there that really blew me away or rocked my world and made me think, oh, that was worth 10.5 million Astral Diamonds and all my time. Plus, I run into the problems I don't do Voss and all that stuff, so I don't even have the material to craft half of it. But I know I can acquire that from friends that play the game and make some trades and still craft stuff. So I wasn't too worried about it. I just wanted to have my master crafting done, which I was really hoping they'd give you a title or something too to have with it just for funds, but they didn't. So anyway, that's my on the Shar Mastercraft session. My honest opinion is spend your guild marks, buy the treasure maps while we're under the 2 times bonus for the next 4 days to your maps, double professions. Get your maps, go out there, hardcore mine out resources that you can, and then put them on the auction house and sell them, because it'll be cheaper and better for you to just sell them to people who are just crazily making this stuff, and or trade them with somebody who in your guild that is already a master crafter, have them make it for you. But trying to do it all yourself from scratch and getting up there and getting 20, getting your crafting professions up to 20 and all that, if you only get 1 or 2 of them up to 20, you really need to have all of them, because it takes all of them to make most of the stuff, because you have to build something from one section and then use it to build it in another, so on and so forth like that. So I don't know. I really can't advise it. It really makes me sad that I can't advise it. I just can't advise it. I love it because I got it and I love to craft, but man, I wish they would do something about the craft, make it worth more wild. But they're not gonna. They like you to be stuck in the trials and stuck in the things, because that's where they think they got their money. But go and do it, have fun, and that's all I got for you. I know it's not a thrilling video or a very big one, but hopefully in a few days I plan on putting out a video with my take on the rogue, my rogue that I have. My next video that I come out with is a go over of the rogue. But until then, that's all I got for you. Hopefully you all found this useful and information that you can use and have fun with. If you liked any of the craftable items in there, post it down below and leave it for everybody to see, and we can have a good look at it. And we all have different opinions on what's great and what's trash. What I think is good may be trash to you, and what you think is great might be meh to me. So it's worth having the discussion and worth posting your opinions. So hopefully talk to you all later, and have a good night. Good night.